What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tanner Wyman of Barbarian Body, and today I've got for you my top 5 lower ab exercises you can do at home. Check it out. Okay, we're gonna start here with our very first exercise, and this one is going to be the hanging leg lift. Now I'm gonna be using a weight. You can add a weight to this just to make it a little bit more difficult. We're gonna be aiming for a set and rep range of 2 to 3 sets for 8 to 10 repetitions. So I'm gonna demonstrate this for you guys here. And when you're doing this with any hanging ab exercise here, you wanna do your best to stabilize your core. Now, as I mentioned, I'm grabbing a dumbbell down here. I don't know if you can quite see that, but right there. So on each repetition, what I'm doing here is by stabilizing myself with my core, I'm gonna prevent my body from swinging so much. I'm gonna pick this dumbbell up and then bring my knees up nice and high to the chest. Coming back down and then firing them out. Keeping that core squeezed the whole time there. It's gonna be really difficult to actually keep yourself stabilized, so you're really going to have to involve, that's 10, a lot of core stability, a lot of core contraction in order to keep you there, and you're definitely going to be hitting the lower abdominals from having to lift the weight up on each repetition. Okay, for our very first exercise, we're going to begin with our lying leg lifts. So with our upper body completely planted, you're going to position your hands immediately beside your glutes here. You're just using these to stabilize, feet together. We're going to be lifting the legs up to about 12 inches. Bringing them down nice and slow. You're just tapping the floor and you're bringing them back up. And this is an awesome way to target those lower abs. For this exercise, I'm gonna be performing 2 to 3 sets for, again, 8 to 10 repetitions. Nice and slow and under controlled to really emphasize those lower abdominals. The next exercise we've got here is our reverse crunch. Again, with the upper body completely planted on the ground here, we're gonna bring our feet just to a hover above the ground. My feet aren't touching, they're hovered, so my lower abs are engaged. So again, with your hands placed right beside you, you're gonna begin by bringing your knees together and close towards your chest. And then extending your legs out, locking those legs out, and again, my feet aren't touching. My core is completely engaged. They're hovering about 2 to 4 inches, and then you're bringing it back in. And this is just going to burn your lower abdominals and help you with that lower abdominal development. And for this exercise, again, I'm gonna be performing 2 to 3 sets for about 8 to 10 repetitions. For exercise number 4, what we've got here are our flutter kicks. With our glutes planted, and we're gonna position our hands just ever so slightly ahead of those glutes, shoulder width apart. We're gonna keep our back nice and straight on about a 45-degree angle. We're gonna lift those feet up off the ground, and what we're doing here is we're just getting these shallow kicks, keeping it nice and slow and under control. And just from having the legs up here, the lower abdominals are engaged significantly. Now that we're adding some of this micro movements here, it's just adding a lot of difficulty in those lower abdominals, and it's gonna really help you be able to completely burn those out and develop a nice set of lower abdominals. Final exercise we've got the scissor kicks. Using the exact same form that we had for the flutter kicks, we're gonna position our glutes, hands ever so slightly ahead of them, shoulder width apart. We're gonna engage the lower abdominals by lifting the feet up in the air. This time though, however, as opposed to just flipping them up and down, we're gonna be lifting them over top of each other. So right over left, and then left over right over left, left after right, in a nice, slow, and controlled manner. And for that exercise, again, I'm gonna be getting about 2 to 3 sets for about 12 to 15 repetitions. And there you guys are. Those are my top 5 lower abdominal exercises that I love to use, and trust me, if you combine all the exercises and you put them into the routine following the set and rep range that I've laid out for you, your abs are going to be screaming. You're gonna have that lower ab development in literally like no time. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Tanner Wyman of Barbarian Body, and today I fucked up my intro.